Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, you competed in multiple different promotions. What do you think your favorite promotion was that you fought in?
Oh, definitely Strikeforce.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because, Scott was my partner. He understood my skill set of storytelling and performing at that time, which means just get out of my way. Let him do his thing, because he was really a kickboxing promoter. He didn't know much about this space. But he was a great character because he didn't know much about the space. He could be like kind of the honest promoter guy, the other guy, the martial arts guy. And so he had a great persona. But more importantly, I would just sit down and be like, this is what I want to do. This is the story. This is the depth. This is where it goes. And this is how I win. He'd be like, I love it.
Yeah, Scott's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Like, let's do it. Like, and then the beauty of that was our market differentiator between the UFC and that time. UFC, you're stuck in your lane. They're going to do whatever you want with you. Over at Strikeforce, you'd be like, come in, be like, Scott, I got a great story. And a guy, and he'd be like, I love it. Let's get it done. So that to me was like, I always felt like I was held back by the promotions because I had so much ability to perform, and then it just wasn't. I didn't have a place for it. I didn't have the mic.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you were pretty like undersized in the early divisions of UFC and MMA. If you were competing in today's game, with the weight cutting in smaller divisions, which division do you think you would fall in?
I'd be 155 pounds.
Oh wow!
Damn, all the way from 205.
Yeah, when I was 205, I did powerlifting, bodybuilding, by that time it would have been 5 years. Because I was incarcerated all that time. I was just, So, it took me 5 years to put on all that muscle. But, I mean, it was only needed at that time because everybody was so big. Everyone was massive. I was tiny compared to everybody else. So, to protect my body for just impact, general strength, leverage, all that muscle was necessary. I think now I don't need that muscle. I just need to, be fast and smooth. And
are you still doing any martial arts training or whatever?
Well, I train in martial arts every day, but not with my body. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is that? That's like yoga?
Well,
fire?
My whole process is mind, body, spirit. And so my body is, most people don't know this, but when I was 16, my right leg went numb and started dragging behind me. And so I went to the doctor and he goes, oh, at some point you've broken one of your vertebrae in your spine. You need immediate spinal surgery. You're never going to play contact sports. You're going to be in pain for the rest of your life. And you need to be careful you don't become a drug addict from the pain management. This doctor told me this when I was 16. Jeez. And so I go, oh, shite. I go home to my group home dad at the time. He's a big hippie guy. And he goes, oh, those chiropractors are those doctors are quacks. We're going to go see my hippie-ass chiropractor. So we go see this dude. He tells me the same thing, except for he says, but you can manage this. You keep the muscles strong. And I'll show you the exercises. And he goes, as long as you keep this strong, you'll stay upright. But those guys that are knocked over like that, that's what I got, because it slides off and then you're done. So he goes, keep it strong and you're good. So it didn't bother me until I fought Ensign Inoue in '99. And when he bent me over like that, folded me like that, he compressed my lower spine and it hurt it so bad. And I fought Kevin Jackson 3 weeks later. It still hurt. Because what happens when for me, the bone pops out and it literally sticks over here. So I got to push it back and get it lined up again every single morning. So still that way, nothing's changed. So every day for me starts by, straightening, structuring, and getting my machine in order so I can go about my business. That's a whole process.
Is that why you retired so young?
Yeah. I always had a bad back. It was all I would be in gyms crushing everybody and whoop, and they'd carry me out. They'd carry me out, and I'd be like, oh, But I have a structural deficiency. It's never gotten better. So the body care has become a whole thing for me. Like all I do is get up, care for my body, stretch my spine, eat the best I can. To me, that's a martial art. I want to live to be 100 years old. I'm going to make it. Feeding the machine and caring for it that way. My mind, every day, I learn, study, tweak, bend, theorize. I explode my mind every single day because I know the value of growing that tool. And then for me, the spiritual stuff is it's a martial art in and of itself. Like I go out and I touch the world with my spirit, and then I let the world interact with me. And that only comes from, just being in a place of real peace and care and love and being strong enough to go out and, you know, do the thing.